found this page, sit with me while I tell you how to leave a narcissistic relationship for good. Leaving a narcissist, whether you are planning on leaving, have already left, or you're already deep in it, deep down you have to leave, it is one of the most difficult things you do in your life. No cap. It's so difficult to do. But I'm here for y'all, and I feel it because I've been there. I've been with this person 6 years. In the last 2 years, I was living with him. Before I tell you guys what I did to leave in 1 week, I'm going to tell y'all what led up to it. The first 3 months of living with him was great. It was bliss. It seemed like everything was perfect and we were getting closer together. But then after the 3 months, it's like a light went off. His mask started coming off. He started doing things slowly but surely over the next year and a half. I had threatened to leave on several occasions, so I'm pretty sure he probably did not believe that I was actually going to leave. I remember telling him that if you ever see a hall in front of your house, that's it. I'm never coming back and you'll never hear from me ever again. He used to laugh it off. But this particular time, it had been a buildup of the disrespect. It had been, like I said, over almost 2 years. It was just really bad at this point. It was constant disrespect, constant silent treatments, and just being overall mean. And the crazy part is, even though he was giving me the silent treatment, the treatments were getting worse, the disrespect was getting worse, I still had hope because that trauma bond that was going on, it was so strong that even through all of that, I still thought maybe there's hope that we can work something out, or he'll see the error of his ways and change. Crazy. So this particular weekend, it was one of our regular turn-ups. And when I say turn-ups, we were literally drinking and getting high like 3 or 4 times a week. It was really bad. During those turn-ups, they used to be fun, but towards the end, every turned into an argument all night long till the sun came up, and then I would have to go to work the next day. I used to sit on the back porch and pray for a miracle or something to happen so I can leave, so that I could get that fire up under my ass and get out of there. That day came. That weekend, we turned up. We were drunk and we were high. He got a disturbing call from a family member that really set him off. He wouldn't go into detail about it with me. He just said, we're going to Houston next week. And I'm like, okay, I got your back. Whatever it is, I got you. But it was so weird because he was cold. I've never seen him. He's been cold, but this was the first time I've seen it on another level. It kind of freaked me out a bit. He wasn't making eye contact. He was mad. He punched a hole in the wall due to that call that he got. But he did not let me console him. He did not want to talk to me. He would not let me touch him. And that's not the norm. I try to make light of the situation. Or I was talking about a post that I made on Facebook, and he went off on me because he said I should have went to him about it, because they don't like you talking to anybody else about anything but them. He then started making comments like, sorry, motorcycles. But he started making comments like, you're not as smart as you think you are. Your jokes are lame. He was saying all this that night. So whenever that call came in, he just got really upset. He would not talk to me at all. It was like he was just over me. He was just like, I don't have nothing to do with you. No matter what I try to do, if I followed him down the hallway, he didn't want me to follow him. If he went to the bathroom, he didn't want to have nothing to do with me. So, all right, so I left him alone. The next day I had to work. I worked from home at the house. I worked from home, and he left the house from 11 in the morning, and didn't come back until after 5:30, which I thought was strange because he never did that before. When he came back, he went to the back porch. He did not acknowledge me. So when I got off work, I went to the back to talk to him. He was on the phone with a bitch. When I heard her voice, I asked him who he was talking to. He claimed that he was talking to the person that he was pissed off about last night. And I knew he was probably full of shit, because I'm like, how are you so pissed off last night about this person and this disturbing call that you got that I won't go into? You punch a hole in the wall and you were like, we're going up to Houston to get this taken care of, and then the next day you're kikiing with this person, the same person, supposedly. So I knew he was lying. So I called him out on it. I told him he was lying, and I just lost it. And it is a thing, y'all. You'll hear the term reactive abuse. And that basically is when they keep poking the bear, keep disrespecting you and expecting you not to react. And then when you finally lose it, you've had it up to here, You go off on them, and then you look like the crazy one while they're calm. Some of them actually record you going off on them. So I was cursing him out. How dare you disrespect me? I've been trying to be there for you. And now you're talking to a whole nother bitch, but you ignore me all night. So I went out and let my voice carried, so I'm sure the neighbors heard everything. I didn't care. So he didn't say anything. I tried to snatch the phone. He wouldn't let me take the phone. He gets off the phone and he leaves the house again. So I'm pissed off. While he left the house, I used that as an opportunity to start really boxing some stuff up, putting it in my car, which was in his garage. My car was not running, so I had no way to leave, but I was like, okay, I can pack stuff and start putting stuff in the car. So when I do leave, it'll already be there. He gets back and you can tell he's been drinking and was probably high as well. He gets back and he starts going off on me. He's yelling at me, telling me I ain't shit, telling me that he made me, telling him, calling me all kinds of bitches and everything you could think of, telling me that he hated my guts and to get the fuck out of his house. So something clicked and I started going back off. I'm like, okay, this is his house. When you're in someone's house, you always try to show some respect. But I have been disrespected for so long by him in his house that I just didn't care anymore. So I started going off on him and saying things back to him, calling him a fucking nigga, you ain't shit, all this other stuff too. So that would piss him off. He tried to come at me again, be physical with me again. Yes, he did put on his hands on me, a couple of other incidents. We'll go into that another time. But he started knocking stuff off stands, decor off of their little stands and things off the table. I'm taking boxes to my car. He's kicking boxes at my feet and telling me to get the fuck out. At some point, he had tried to take my phone from me because he thought I was recording him or I was going to call the police. I did tell him that if he put his hands on me again, I would call the police. He would go in the room and then come back out the room and say more foul shit to me, some vile things I've never heard him say before. I had two choices, either to continue to meet his energy or take the higher road, which I did. I put my headphones in and prayed. I went to the back porch and I sat out there for a few hours trying to figure out what to do. And he also started accusing me of keeping him away from his family, which was not true at all. So then I was devastated. It was crazy. I was a little nervous. I didn't sleep in the room. I slept in the guest room, which was on the other side of the house, to avoid him. And then he absolutely just shut down. He stayed in his room for 2 or 3 days and did not come out. At that point, I was like, okay, I need to call somebody because my family, my friends, nobody knew what was going on with me. Nobody knew. And I couldn't just leave right away because I had some money saved, but he had depleted my account so bad with all this turned up, and he actually owed me money before I left. So he was really abusive with my money. So I didn't have the full funds to leave. So I had to make calls. I called my father. I was scared to call because nobody knew what was going on. I just know that my family was worried about me because I was completely isolated from them. Couldn't talk to them. Anytime I talked to anybody, he would accuse me of disrespecting him or talking crap about him. So come back for part 2.